Ladies and gentlemen, this is an international mid-heavyweight contest. Over 6 5-minute rounds with the first fall, the first submission, or the first KO to decide the winner. And I have great pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, introducing on my right, the British and world mid-heavyweight champion, Mike Marino. His opponent, ladies and gentlemen, from Indochina, Amet Chong. And your referee, Mr. Ernest Baldwin.
Yes, and I think Mr. Ernest Baldwin could very possibly have a little more trouble with this bout than he did the last. Not from Mike Marino, but from this man, Amet Chong, from actually born in Indochina, but resides Peru in South America. 14 stone 6 against Marino's 14-13, and we have seen him once on the small screen since his arrival in this country. He wrestles barefoot, and he had really the most curious style. And, well, I don't think a few kung fu moves and all sorts of things come in here, but I think we'll just wait and see what happens in this bout. I'm pretty sure Mike Marino will be able to deal with whatever it is. 6 5-minute rounds, 2 falls to the side, and already, see, we've got to remember that Amet Chong does not speak one word of English, so the referee's going to have trouble for a start.
Round 1.
A little pointed beard is going to tempt Marino quite a bit. Lovely throw that would make. Well, there's one thing for sure, this one's going to be different. Trying to get back to some orthodox wrestling holds. Marino takes the side headlock now, very high up. Straight fingers the first time, but I wouldn't swear about the second. I hope for Mike Marino's sake that that left cheek of his, that this man has shaved recently on that head, because they look a bit long, those bristles, to me. They're pretty scratchy. A lot of these men shave, of course, because they really believe they can get out of holes from the side headlocks more easily. Marino just looks amazed. Can't believe this style at all at the moment. There's the bare feet and the bandage around the left shin there, just above the shin, just below the knee there. I don't quite know why, because it was impossible to talk to him. As I say, he doesn't speak a word, but I don't think he'll be allowed to get away with that. Marino's eyebrow drawn along the top rope, quite illegal. He's been wrestling in the United States of America, where, of course, all-in wrestling is still legal, and therefore, probably, he thinks it's the same over here with freestyle, but it is not. Of quick note reminder for those who call this all-in wrestling. Of course, all-in wrestling was banned in this country in 1939, has never been allowed here since. Freestyle wrestling is the name of this professional wrestling today. But a lot of the men, especially when they don't speak English, come over from the United States after being in the all-in wrestling rings, and of course think they can get away with an awful lot that they can't get away with. But how do you tell them? How does the referee remind them? To the head that we can see so evidently there. And the referee spotted it too. Now then, how does he deliver a public warning in Chinese? He does just the same.
Ladies and gentlemen,
by signs.
Public warning number 1 goes to Amet Chong.
And a straight arm lift. Marino has the power for it. Oh, and pulling the back of the hair. That's going to be for the second public warning pretty soon if he continues that. Right on the bell. Mike Marino, the mid-heavyweight champion. There he is. What more can one ever say about this magnificent wrestler? He's got every sort of skill and technical expertise. He's a superb sportsman. Never, ever have we seen him on television or off. I've seen him lose his cool unless he really is. His opponent really forces it on him. Magnificent wrestler, but his one weakness, of course, is eyebrows, which the Chinaman went for just now.
Seconds away, round 2.
Round 2, no score. 6 5-minute rounds, 2 falls to decide this bout. Mike Marino, formerly of Milan, now resides in London, with the black hair, and Amet Chong from South America with the black hair but only on the face. And not too much of it there, this little very tiny beard of his. So far we haven't seen him do much to worry Marino, as long as it is within the rules. Really much point in him shouting at the crowd. I'm pretty sure that very few of them speak his language. This is what he got the public warning for before. And he's got to give another one this time, that's my guess. He must have, surely, not disqualifications. Most extraordinary, that. No public warning, I think, because the referee simply didn't have time. He was just trying to separate them. Marino finally answered with the punch. So the referees decided that all square that to move. Oh, yes. More punching than any other sort of move here.